By late Monday, barely 48 hours till opening night, the set, lights, and props are about ready for the actors. On Tuesday, in the early afternoon, there's a technical rehearsal where technicians can practice their cues, and actors who are in the play that closed on Sunday can settle into their new characters.
My only sunshine. I think you've had too much fun.
Director Betsy Bisson is now watching for rough spots in the blocking or ways to make it flow more smoothly.
Do you want me to wait for her to get down, or should we hug on the thing?
You see each other at the top of the stairs, so it's just that moment of screen, and then it's a run together while he's doing his line.
On Tuesday evening, a specially invited audience comes for a dress rehearsal. Performing in front of a real audience for the first time gives cast and crew a jump right in and try it way to test their work so far.
How did you know that? How did you know that? Who told you?
Will you rise to the occasion? Will you fulfill your destiny and save your best friend from a life of crushing disappointment and defeat? Yes or no? No. I'll take that as a yes.
The challenge of staging a Broadway quality show in an improbably short time is something that's been happening here in the area ever since Rob Roy Farquhar and his wife first came to the Blue Ridge Mountains around Hendersonville during the 1940s.
My dad was working in winter stock in Florida, met a lady, said, North Carolina is a great place for summer stock. Nobody believed it. Theater shouldn't actually work in Flat Rock, North Carolina, but it does.
Things finally came together on the Rock in 1952, and for the first 4 years at the site, productions were mounted in a rented circus tent. Since then, Flat Rock Playhouse has grown in fits and starts, and in the long run has thrived, while becoming an important and attractive venue for actors.
I'll make sure that everything's all right.
We're grateful for our reputation, particularly with the acting community all over the country. Actors tell actors, you want to work there. And we are lucky enough to have a lot of actors say, go to Flat Rock.
And that's final!
There's such a community spirit here. It's not just the actors, it's everybody who works here. And because of that, I think everybody works that much harder.
They went straight in the toilet!
When I first came here, we used to say that coming to Flat Rock was the reward an actor got for surviving one more year in the business. So the last 14 years, I've been rewarded every year by being able to come back here.
You two, stop it!
Finally, the countdown is over.
So very far right, please.
The audience is arriving, and opening night is here.
Hello, hello, my darlings. How wonderful to arrive at long last into the warm bosom of my own dear family.
Brian and Scott, Leo and Jack.
No.
Yes.
Or is it Maxine and Stephanie?
We're men, we're in the clear.
Have now mastered one more challenge. A lot of fast costume changes to keep the action moving at an improbable pace. The talent shows. From offstage to onstage, under the lights, or making sure they work. At Flat Rock Playhouse, every time a play goes up and makes its several-week run, this theatrical company of heroes works through the thick and thin of it to make things happen in a thoroughly professional way.
I am not finished with you. Get back in here!
It's clear that today's Vagabond players love their craft, and the audience loves watching the product of their success. But isn't that what it's all about?
Live through that one.
Good show, guys.